again. So we got 39 fates solved. So not bad. Not bad. We've got, what, 121 left? I believe it's 60, so yeah, 21 left. Oop, I need to bring up my other things here. You might be a vampire. That sucks on kids. Feed some kids. You can purge yourself. Nope. Oh, were we here? Is this where we ended up? What were we trying to work out? Well, you know, let's leave this and then go from the beginning and see what happens. Do you drain their life force, Quacklad? Alright, so let's review our manifest, shall we? Let's go right to the start. So, people we have confirmed. A lot of the top officers, honestly. I think we've got a lot of the sort of ancillary things. Well, I guess gunners aren't really ancillary, but yeah, we've got the cook, the butcher, the helmsman. That's actually pretty important. The artist, random guy. We have the passengers here. We know they left. Effectively they abandoned ship. But we don't know where. No idea where they went. Is there a? No, okay. There's no like left, so just unknown for now. Much less unhealthy today, which is good because today was a good kids' day. Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better, dude. Tomorrow's your worst kids' day. Oh. Maybe you'll find out it is them that afflict you. Oh, Philip Dunn. We never figured out what happened to the Swede. He appears in a couple of different places though. So in the calling, I guess he's on deck when he's doing that. He's around when that happens as well. And, oh that's right, he's one of the people here as well. But yeah, we don't really know what happens to him. It's unknown. I'm being entirely surprised if it was the Monday kid that made you ill. Okay. So we were stuck with the prospect of not really knowing who these men are. I actually forget how we worked out him. But, these three, I'm not entirely sure which one's which because there's none of the dialogue really shows it unless I've missed something. So we may have to deduce it by bunk beds or something like that. So, what my approach is going to be today is, let's see, we got anything piecers. My approach today is going to be go through the book like we were doing yesterday and just find someone. And then go through every single one of their memories to try and work out who they are. That's basically my plan. Yeah, that's basically it. And yeah, I don't remember how I got me there, Slyn. I worked it out somehow. I don't remember exactly how we decided. Oh wait, you're Lee. I think potentially it was a bunk bed, but it wasn't. Sorry, it was a hammock. It wasn't one of the hammocks in the chapter 2 where like 22 people are sleeping. It was another one where he was by his bunk with another guy like at a table, and since I took a guess, basically I took a guess because all the Russians were on their table. Set the microphone, sorry. All the Russians were at their table, so I thought, okay, well maybe he's staying by his bunk, and his bunk was one of the Chinese bunks. He was Chinese, so I took a guess. Took a guess at that one. You deal with 1-year-olds and having to change nappies, yet Monday kid is the only child at work where that makes you feel ill. You can fully sanitize your arms every time. Oh, dude. Well, I sincerely hope that you don't have another viral infection like that again. It sounded horrible. We took a guess at this guy because he was hanging around with all the other like seamen here. Yeah, okay. Right, so what we'll do, we'll see. We'll go through this. We'll go through it one by one. Try to work out who we've got that's missing, and just go through every single chapter, whether we've gone through it before or not. We'll go through every single chapter they appear in. So we have this person here. Bookmark all their memories. And so the first place that they appear is here. Okay. Oh, right, of course, this is the... Yep, this is chapter 2. So it stands to reason that they would be there. They'd be here. But we can take a look. Maybe there'll be something I missed. Like, yesterday I found some new clues from this deck. So maybe today, fresher eyes, we'll take a look. See how it goes. So where was his corpse? The Orlop Deck. Oh, wait, yes, I know that one. It's not his corpse, it's the corpse with the memory. It's on the other side of the ship, but it's fine. On the Orlop Deck. And here we are. Back to this one again. So, I'm going to go through a process of elimination again, just for like the millionth time. Where's my notepad? There we go. Of people that we have not recognised yet. Good afternoon, Retro Crumpet. How's it going? I was lurking more again last night when you were playing Final Fantasy. Had it open. I don't think I said hello at all, but I was there. Had it open. And not muted, just on the super low volume. Never mute the streams. So 57 and 58. 57 and 58. Have we identified these men? 57, no. 58 we have. So 57 is unidentified. We have not identified that man. Lurk life is your life also? Yeah. You know that lurk life well. So, is there anything else here to identify Mr. 57? I'm not seeing anything else. Nothing special on the hanging up around him. Excuse me, around him. That's what I get for drinking Dr. Pepper on stream. 55 and 56. Lurk life balance is important. It is. What did I say? 55, 56. So 55 we took a guess at. He's got a dark foot. So does everyone else. There's nothing else special about this either, so 55 is a question mark. We will get to them eventually. 55 is a bit of a question mark. 56, however, is identified and correct, so that's fine. Okay, on this side we've got the sick dudes, or one of them sick anyway. We've identified all these men here, and X was this dude. So we've actually identified everyone here, I think. 53, 51, 54. I believe 52 was the man on the X, which, yeah, we've identified all the Indian gentlemen who are down here. So 51 and 54, we are totally done. Like I say, this guy, we identified him already. So these guys we can ignore. Over here, now this is where the Chinese guys sleep. Plus 59. So everyone's 59. That is unknown. Well, or rather, we know who 59 is, we just don't know what he looks like, so we can't identify him. So 59 is questionable. What's the worst that could happen? Just something clicked there in my head. So 38, 39, 40, and 41. These are all the Chinese dudes, I believe. Yeah, 38, 39, 40, 41. So yeah, we're not entirely sure which one is which. 40 and 41. And the reason I'm writing down 41 because I actually don't remember how exactly we confirmed him, but I would like to try and confirm him again, just in case. I'd like to say 59. Unconfirmed, we don't know who that is, so that's all there is here. Then we got the 3 Russians. 47, 45, and 46. There we go, 44, 45, 46. Here we go. And yeah, they're all identified. They're all correct as well. They're all confirmed. And correct. So we don't have to worry about them. We know exactly who these gentlemen are. And there's nothing else here. Nope. Yeah, okay. So the last couple of bunks we have here, we've got 36 lying there. I believe we identified number 36 as Omid Gul. We did, and he fell aboard. He is confirmed. And I believe 37 is here. He is also confirmed. And the one here, 42, unknown. We don't know who he is. So 42, we don't know either. There's a good wee host of names there. If we can discover which Chinese person is which one has which name, then we could knock out 4 of them quite easily. I think I've already got one of them. We just don't know what his fate was. Yeah, those gentlemen are not involved. So that is everything. That is all we can do in this memory. So let's leave. The next memory we need to go to try and work out who this Chinese gentleman is. Of course, it's on the main deck. So, text-wise, we're not going to find anything, but perhaps we'll find something visual that will help identify who's who. Right, so on deck, we need to go to the Hanged Man. Oops, here we go. Here we go. Right, now there's a lot of people on this deck, so who we had? That's Royal Family, the Artists, Royal Family. Oh, not Royal Family, but who's this guy? This is one of the one person I think we have worked with. This guy we don't know either. That was the Butcher and the Cook. They're chilling out over here. This guy. That's the 4th. Is that the 4th mate's steward? Yes, this is the 4th mate's steward. We all know how this all went down. So we know. I think we know most of the men in this thing here. This man, I'm not entirely sure. Although I think he might be one of the Carpenters. Just by by what he's wearing. I could be wrong. Every once in a while, when I see this, I think it's a penguin. I don't know why. I realize it's not. It's a chicken. Or rooster, I should say. So a lot of the men we've identified are over here. This man, we identified him as the 2nd mate steward. That is indeed the 2nd mate. In any case, we've got some gentlemen hanging out up here. So this man, we know he was electrocuted. He's the guy that gets electrocuted. That's where we know him from. This is the man we're trying to bookmark, though. This is the man we bookmarked. And we don't know who he is yet. Gossiping about their theft and kidnapping? Quite possibly. Quite possible. Oh wait, did they not? Hang on, wait. Who was actually killed? Oh, who killed this guy? This is the one that he was accused of. It was Nunzio something. There we go. He was knifed by Edward Nichols, the 2nd mate. So yeah, they're talking about what they did, because this man stabbed that man, and the Formosan guard was accused of it. But yeah, so this is the man we're trying to identify. We know he was speared by a beast. We don't know his name. Likewise, this guy, we know he's electrocuted, but we don't know his name either. There's nothing Nothing on him that's distinctive. I can really tell. Other than his slightly different outfit. Alright, let's have to move my notepad and use it as a armrest. Right, I think we can leave this and go to the next memory. Because this doesn't help us at all, honestly. If we end up exhausting our memories, then I'll just move on to the next person's and do the same process. Right. So the next one. Also the main deck. So he was also here when Timothy Buteman was shot. Where's the body on this one? This is the one that's hanging off the side, isn't it? Yes. So it's downstairs, in a room, hanging off the side. There we go. So that's Hagen. That's the other one of the Russian guys. So all the Russian guys are up here, and so are the 2 Irish guys and stewards. So where is everyone else? So this man lying here, he's just been stabbed in the leg, but that's not how he met his fate. We know who he is as well. Who is this man? That's one of the midshipmen. Him we are not sure about. So if the Chinese gentleman is not here. Oh wait, was he the one that was on the boat? I think he was on the boat. So I think he's on this side. Is that him there? Yes. So that's him there. So you know he's working with him and him. But I don't think they ever actually mention his name. We just know that he disappeared at sea. So he might be a process of elimination type. So he's in that one. Then I guess he'll crop up in all the Lost at Sea moments. That's where he's gonna appear. He purposely mistranslated Hok Sing Lao's confession. That's very, very possible. That's very possible. Slim quiet. Actually, yeah. Where did that happen? I don't remember where his confession appeared. Actually. In any case, let's move on. So we saw that one. So during the calling, he's speared by a terrible beast, and he's the one that he translates Beng's speech, and that's where he dies. That's where he dies here, and that's the last time he's shown. So there's no indication as to who this man is exactly, which is unfortunate. So we do not know who this man is. So, with that in mind, let's move on to the next person who's unidentified. Did you get the super difficult 1-star one? I did, eventually. He was, I know who he is. He's in here somewhere. He's not here. Where is he? Oh wait, he's the man that shot Hok, sorry. He's the man. Yeah, he was Henry Brennan was his name. So the identified scene is near to where I am in the ship. Oh, for the Chinese man. Let's not quite go there. I do want to find them, but I don't want to be told exactly how. Oh, for Brennan. Yes, that's correct. For Brennan, that's correct. Apologies, I thought you were talking about something else. So we know what happened to everyone in this chapter, with the exception of this Chinese gentleman. So during Unholy Captives, this unknown soul was spiked by a terrible beast. So this is during the scene where they both get spiked at the same time. He says this is your fault. Oh, wait. So wait, hang on, one of them... Well, only one of them's got an X on it. No worries, Quack Lad. No worries, dude. What are these monsters? Where are they from? You must tell us everything. This is your fault. The shell must be protected. We will all die. So, the dead person on this says this, but aren't they both dead? In any case, I think we should... This is the man we're looking for. I think we should take a look. Bookmark his memories. And let's see where the first time he appears is. So he's on the cargo deck during the first scene. He's just working away, unfortunately. There's no mention of a name, so I don't think we're going to find anything there. Destroy the shells. One of the dead had no voice line? That's very possible, Slim. That's very possible. In the cargo deck, again. Yep. Still, person dead. Doesn't really help us. So yeah, the next one. He's one of the men on this. So that does narrow it down somewhat. I don't think he's one of the Chinese guys. Because they're all... actually, they're not in this picture. And to be fair, they are kind of spread about. Where is he in this one? Oh, there's just other people. I thought he was in both pictures, so yeah. He's one of the men that we've unidentified. I highly doubt... I doubt it, Slim. I doubt they have their names mentioned. That would be too easy. So he's one of the numbers that we have below. And this is where this is his last appearance. So all we know is he was spiked by a terrible beast. And all we know is he was one of the unidentified men on the ship. So that narrows it down a little bit, but yeah. Not entirely sure what his name is. So we will remove the bookmark, because we actually, even if I went through those memories again, we've just gone through them and we know nothing specifically gets called out. So, moving on. So this unknown soul is electrocuted. He's one of the Chinese men. So, yep, identified in this chapter. He's also on the main deck. He's during this scene as well, which I didn't realise. So we might take a look at this scene anyway. And that's in the middle of the ship on the main deck. Okay. He looks kind of Chinese? Yeah. Kind of. I'm not entirely sure. Is it this one? Yes. Right, so this is the man that we previously had tried to identify. I don't think he's Chinese. He may well be the gentleman from Sierra Leone though. Because I believe everyone else that's missing is... He could be English actually, to be fair. Let's see, on the crew. So all the names, they're all where's the earliest one? 38? So from 38 onwards, everybody that was sleeping downstairs were all topmen downwards. So he's one of these men that are not listed here. He could be Hamadou Diom from Sierra Leone, or he's one of the Englishmen. Lewis Walker. Lewis Walker, I think we've got correct. because we had him as Nicholas Bottrell and it wasn't correct. So I think that's right now. So he could be a Nicholas Bottrell. Could be one of the Chinese men as well. But I don't know. There are 4 of them. I think I only know 3 of them in the pictures. Like from their pictures. On like the crew scene. Hey Flux, good to see you, dude. You here but you're working? No worries, dude. Lurk away. Lurk as much as you like. Right. So yeah, he could be a number of people. Number of persons, I should say. Right, so he's also in this scene. He wasn't the gentleman we're looking for. I think it was this one. So yeah, this is the man we're looking for. We know he's electrocuted. And then he gets stabbed right through. As you can see here, there's the spike. Although actually, does it go? Yeah, it does. I was like, for a second I thought there was 2 different heights, but no. Yeah, this is the man here. This person, I think we've identified. So it's this guy, this guy, this guy, and I don't know if he's in this other scene, honestly. I don't think he's in that scene. So he could be one of the Chinese guys, we just don't know. He's holding the Formosan guard, who we've already identified successfully. This guy's a bit of a mystery still as well. I had a suspicion about him potentially being the bosun's mate, because he is standing beside him in a couple of different scenes, to be fair. But he's not really doing a whole lot of work with the guns. He's just there. So yeah. Where was he? There he goes. This is where he died. If we go back to this scene. What's going on? What do you know about these things about the chest and your dead friends? What these monsters, where are they from? You must tell us everything. This is your fault. The shell must be protected. We will all die. So I guess the shell is the one that's on the ship. This is the one that Bing used. That's that man there. And the man beside him, also in the gambling picture. Here we go. Oops. Excuse me, had to sneeze. Oh. So this man over here, he's also in the gambling picture. I had identified him as the guy from Sierra Leone, but honestly, I'm not sure. I'm willing to make him one of the unknowns though. But yeah, not entirely sure. But I'm not entirely sure who that man is. Why was he holding on to him? I guess he was like, you must tell me everything. So I think maybe he is Chinese then. Because it certainly wasn't him. But I don't think, it's either this man or the other man that's talking to this man in Chinese. I think this is the man that says this. What are these monsters? Where are they from? You must tell us everything. So yeah, that probably does make him Chinese. In any case, this man here, we are none closer to identifying who he is. And the next scene that we see him in, he's electrocuted. Where there is nothing identifying him there either. So, let's remove that bookmark. Next person. This unknown someone, he's 1 star, which means we should know who he is. So let's bookmark him. He was speared by a well, we can say speared by a beast, but technically it's not the beast that speared him, it's the enemy that speared him. But his first memory is on the gun deck. So he's one of the men we have not identified yet. That's okay, we don't have to go back to the memory. He's here as well. Interesting. Here's speared by an enemy. So yeah, he's in that during that scene as well, where he doesn't. It's obviously not mentioned, but let's see what he's doing. Maybe convince a couple of seaweed men riding the crab beasts as well. Yeah, I mean, when it says like speared by a foreign enemy, I assume they mean like foreign by like nationality, not just a completely unknown. I think this is the scene, isn't it? Yes. The stewards are here. It's not this guy, that's the third mate or whatever he is. Where is he? Is it this guy? No. Then whack. It's not him, it's not him. It's neither of these two guys. We already know who they are. It's not this man. These are the midshipmen. Unless his bunk is hanging up here. If he's the only one that's in this scene. Yeah, apparently he's here. He's here somewhere. But he's not one of these guys. It's not him, it's not him. It's none of these men here. Is there anyone here? No. Any bunks hanging up? No. It's not that gentleman. And it's none of these three. There's nothing here. And it's not that man. So, where is this guy's... Where's the clue for this man? He's not there. He's not up the stairs. Is he hanging up? Ah, is he up here? But we can't get up there, can we? There's no steps over here. No. I don't think we can go upstairs. So how the hell am I meant to see... Oh, no, we can. I take it back. I'm being dumb. So, is this him? No. We know these gentlemen. Is he... Can't quite see him, but... It's not him. It's not this man. Nope. That looks like a steward. Oh no, it's not. It's not. That's that guy there. That's that man. Is it this man? No. So again, we're still looking for this guy at the back. Where was he? So that's the ship, the surgeon and the surgeon's mate. If I remember correctly. Yes. Okay. Once again, we've got the bosun. And we've got this guy, who's right beside him. So I'm starting to come around and I'm starting to think that he is the bosun's mate. That's that man we already know about. This guy we already know about. Yeah, he did die of the spearing. And then there's this guy. Okay, so where's the other one then? He's not here. Unless he's on the rigging? Is that him? Oh, that's him. Okay. So he's on the rigging. But does that mean he's a top man? I mean, I mean, this guy is as well. This guy's marked as a top man, but he's on the deck, walking around, lifting stuff, not being in the rigging. Who's he look like he's hanging out with? Got Maba, Omid, and I think Timothy and Lewis are doing their own thing over there, but I don't know. So he's also a top man. He's from Papua New Guinea. He was Persian. If he's a murderer, you wouldn't call him a top lad. There are top men investigating this. Top men. So yeah, I am none the wiser as to who this man is. And like I say, his next scene is his last one. Oh no, it's not. Oh, okay, he's in the electrocution scene. Where in the electrocution scene? I don't think he's murdered anyone either, actually, yeah. He's not murdered anyone. Alright, we'll see if he's in the electrocution scene. If he's not in the rigging for the electrocution scene, I'm reluctant to identify him as a top man. Which eliminates a few positions. The annoying thing about the electrocution scene is that it's quite limiting in who you can see and like where they are. You're still in the running for America's next top lad. So yeah, this guy looks good. There's Omid, Maba, two of the Chinese men, the other guy, and this gentleman here, who is Russian? Yes. He's the Russian top man. Which means that the other guy... Oh, that's him there, I think. I think that's him there, because he gets speared in like the next scene. So if he is indeed one of the top men, so the only top men we've got... Oh, the only top men we've got are Chinese. Oh, no, we don't. We've got this guy. We've got Nicholas Botterill. Maybe he's Nicholas Botterill. That could be who he is. And that is one of the numbers we have not identified. So it could well be him. Just by process of elimination. Not very scientific though. Yeah. I'm tempted by that. We'll go with Nicholas Botterill. We'll see what happens. Speared by a beast. Let's go with beast instead. Speared by a terrible beast. Let's go with that. I think anyone that's been speared by a foreign enemy. I've got terrible beast a couple of times. Shot with a gun by an unknown attacker. We think it's a ship steward. Speared by a foreign enemy. I'm okay with saying speared by a beast. I think that's okay. Crushed by a terrible beast. Alright, let's head back. So, he could be Nicholas Botterill, just because he's not Chinese and we think he's a topman, or top man. And he dies right after this scene, yeah, exactly. That postmaster, you would still count him. Science is getting the job done. The process of elimination is a perfectly valid method. Yeah. True, I suppose. So yeah, this is the last scene he's shown alive. Heave, run, was it blood alone over there? I don't think actually says a whole lot. This guy, again, unknown soul, one of the Chinese guys, don't know who he is. This unknown soul was spiked by a terrible beast. What's going on? Stay back. Come on, boss. No, get down. Hey, catch. So, he's the dead man that speaks during that scene. Alright, sorry. The postmaster, you count as the top lad. Gotcha. So yeah. The Dane shouts a demon. Out of the way. Beat to quarters. Enemy aboard. Somebody says, what's going on? Come on, boss. Hey, catch. So during this scene, where... That's the guy that's pinned up against the wall. He was a murderer and a backstabber, yeah. True, he's the only person we've given a nickname to, which is not correct at all for what he does, but...
What's going on? Stay back! It's already done for Nick. Hey! Come on, boss! No, get there! Hey! Cat!
So he's American. He sounds American to me. Did he say hey catch? Did he throw something? I think he threw this. I think he threw an axe. Now, of the Americans that are on board, what did he say? Come on, boss. Hey, catch. Is it come on, boss? So is this man the boss? Do you think he's the carpenter and he's the carpenter's apprentice? Because, like I say, the only Americans that are on board are the carpenters. Yeah, the carpenter and the carpenter's mate. I think they're the only Americans on board. So, if he's shouting, come on, boss, then he's not the boss. That makes sense. Now, if he's trying to pull him back, that stands to reason... This is the English guy, isn't it? Yeah. That stands to reason that he's the boss. Because there's no one else around him. This is one of the stewards. No, that's the second mate. I take that back. That guy's... steward. This guy... We're not entirely sure what he is. I think he might be... Well, he could be the boss's mate as well. I keep referring to the monsters boss. Come on, boss. And really, I don't think he would. I don't think he would. I do like. I love that. Actually, just noticed that the spiral. You can see how he threw the axe. So he threw the axe here. So he could well be. Let's see. He could well be. The carpenter's mate. Hey, there we go. That was it. We got him. We got him. A few more fates corrected. So we have Marcus Gibbs, the carpenter's mate. Nicholas Bottrell. That was some deduction. That was a guess, really. And Lewis Walker. That is correct as well. So we got his name wrong the first time. There we go. That's 3 more. So, look at the dialogue again. For Marcus. Where were we? Marcus Gibbs. Stay back. It's already done for, Nick. So he's like, what's going on? Stay back. It's already done for, Nick. No, get down. So wait. Who's Nick? Was Nick the guy on the ground? I think it was Peters, right? That was this guy. That's Nathan. Damn it. Stay. What does he say? Come on, show me his page. Damn it, I've lost his page. Should have bookmarked him. Unholy captives. No, it's the sea. Soldiers of the Sea. There we go. to this guy. Let's just bookmark him again just in case. Okay. Nick is the top man that just died. Nicholas Bottrell. Oh, it's already done for Nick. Yeah, that's true. The thing is, I had no idea like those scenes were connected. Like, I know it's in the same chapter, but I had no reason to believe that that's who they were talking about. That being said, though, if you take it as a rule that it's the people within the chapter, then yeah, I could see that deduction. I could see that. That makes sense. So, if he says, come on, boss, then this guy is potentially the other American. And he is the Carpenter. So I'm okay with living with that. One thing we should do, though, however, is check the crew. We can actually eliminate some of the numbers. So we know who Nicholas Bottrell is, so number 42 is no longer an option for anything. And did we not eliminate someone else as well? No, we didn't. We did not. But 42 is no longer an option, so that's good. Right. Let's see. There's still a couple of unidentified names here. 55, yeah, I've got there as well. Cool. Yeah, Nick is the top man, which we just solved, yeah. Okay, cool. So, that's another 3 that we've got now. And now we know who this man is. Like I say, like, stay back is already done for Nick. Well, is it an American that says that? This is no, get down. I actually don't remember if it was 2 Americans or not. I want to replay that memory. I wish I could replay the audio. That'd be ideal. Where's the door for... Oh, it's up here. So I guess Nick's body's... Yeah. He's just up there. So I think confirmed it's a terrible beast. It is not anything else. And this guy, is that Wasim? Abraham. Yeah, he managed to hide. He actually survived this encounter. It's someone coming from above deck who saw the spearing. Aha.
What's going on? Stay back! It's already done for Nick. Hey! Come on, boss! No, get there! Hey! Cat!
No, get down, yeah. So I think confirmed that is the other American. Because he does look like he's trying to grab him, pull him back down. So I'm happy with the estimate that that's Winston Smith. And his last scene was here. Is that all? As he was getting clawed to death or speared by a terrible beast, whatever that was. So I'm okay with that estimation. So we got this one. This man, clawed to death. Unknown soul. He's, I believe, one of the Chinese men. So that's him here. Is he also in the picture below? So actually, he's not in any other scenes with the other Chinese guys, which is interesting. He doesn't share a scene with them, and if he did, that would mean he was in one of the beds, which means he's not Chinese. Who watches The Watchmen? No, the guy's marked in 2 of the sketches, but the Formosans are in 2, but only marked in 1. How do you mean, Slim? Sorry, I don't understand. Oh, no person is marked in 2 of the sketches. Okay, so if... Yeah. Sorry, now I understand. Yeah. Yep, I know what you mean. But if that was the case, if that was only one here, then the other Chinese guys would be marked here as well. And they're not. Which means he's not in that bunk bed scene. Which means he is not one of the men. He's not one of the numbers. Does that thinking make sense? Because everyone else that's known in that scene. Oh wait, no, I'm being stupid. It's only that scene they show. Yeah, he is in this scene. Yep. Forget what I said. I'm being dumb. He is in this scene. It doesn't show you. The picture only shows you who is in that scene. It doesn't show you who else that person has been in contact with. So yeah. Forget what I said. Damn, I had some high hopes there. So we're tracking this guy's memories, which means first scene he's in is probably a bit cold. He's in the gun deck, along with our Chinese guys. Doesn't help me. He's in this scene as well, once again. With this guy isn't in this scene. Interesting. Wei Lei is there. But he is not in the scene. I'll most definitely forget that later on. And he's not. Oh no, he is also in this man here isn't in the scene as well. Whereas these three are. So this guy here doesn't appear in some of the scenes again. During the calling from Spear. Ooh, I don't know. Did he? Oh no, yes, you're correct. You're correct. He did. There was an interpreter that died. Well, that wasn't his position, but yeah. That would make sense that why that man does not appear, because that would be before this scene. The mermaids appeared first, then it was the crabmen, and then it was the Kraken. So let's remove that bookmark. So we got Marcus Gibbs. I believe we've got Winston Smith here as well. The unknown attacker. We tried to work out who this unknown attacker was, and I think it's this man here. And I am tempted to call this man the bosun's mate. Since we're not entirely sure. I don't remember what happened to him either. He disappeared. I met an unknown fate. So he had an unknown fate during... Oh, damn it. He had an unknown fate. During what chapter? Unholy Captives? Soldiers of the Sea. The Doom? The Doom's with the Kraken. So his last known appearance was during this scene here. His last known appearance. Let's go to this one then. Like I say, I don't really know exactly what happened to him, but we'll have to check that out. Excuse me, Crabman. Okay. Excuse me. Again, I'm only thinking that he's the bosun's mate because of his proximity to the bosun in several scenes. That is by no means guarantee, but it's plausible. Alright, now we've got to try and find out where this guy went. Ah, see, here he is again. That's in there. And again, there's the bosun. Yep. So yeah, this is the last time he appears. And so the next page, like part 8, that's it. That we don't know what happens after that point. You can go through the bosun and find people near him. You can. You can. What am I doing here? Tab, there we go. So, we have no clue what happens to this man. One could presume that the Kraken disappears and he's fine. But considering no one on board survived, I wouldn't be surprised if he was attacked. Or like if he was dragged off into the water or something to that effect. Maybe he keeps holding onto the spear. Because he certainly takes the bosun's arm. Actually, while we're thinking about this, how does he die? Yeah, that's right. He talks about where's his Frenchman. And they talk about him being torn in half. Oh wait, hang on a minute. Your mate was torn. Okay, so he was also torn apart. Ah, okay, okay. I think we know what happened to him then. They said he was torn apart. So let's try that then. Crushed, club, clawed, burn, torn apart by a beast. And there we go. That's another one. Another set of 3. So we know what happened to him. We got that one correct as well. Excellent. And we also got that one correct. Good, good, good. Right. So I was trying to listen to I heard some noise, but he's like a shadow for the bosun. Exactly. He pops up a lot. Right. Okay. Awesome. So we got 45. We got 45. Only 15 more to go. I wasn't sure. I wasn't gonna say like, oh, is it because he's wearing a stripy shirt? Is that why he's French? Like, where did that stereotype start? That's what I'd like to know. Because if he truly was a stereotype, he'd have a moustache and a beret as well. But he's not. I have no idea when that stereotype started. But it's funny, he's wearing a stripy shirt, maybe he must be French. That's kind of funny. That'd be too obvious, yeah. So, once again, we still have 59, 55, and 57 to identify. Nathan Peters we have identified, I believe. Yeah, because that's definitely Samuel Peters. We just don't know what happened to Nathan Peters. So we could try that one. We've got his name. We definitely have his name. We just don't know what happened to him. Oh, he's snacking on a baguette. He saw a large volume of people daily snacking on a baguette every evening on the bus home on their bikes walking. It's facts, not a stereotype. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. I will confirm that I do not see any Swedes snacking on meatballs on the subway. That's just not a thing. But hey, I don't know. There's also no rotten fish on the subway. Never seen or smelled that. But yeah. Let's see. So we don't have too many here. Nathan Peters, again, we don't know what happened to him. So where did he disappeared in the Doom as well. So he was in this scene. This is the last scene he appears in. And he's not in this one. Which is interesting. Daily. I can't believe it's daily. Were they also cigarette smoking as well at the same time? If we're gonna go down all the stereotypes. Wilson threw that over there. So who's the man we're looking for is Nathan Peters. Is that him? Nope, that's the Frenchman. That's the third mate. It's not him. It's not him. Who's this guy? That's a midshipman. That's another midshipman. That's the fourth mate. Oh, hello. Oh, what happened to you, gentlemen? Are you one of the three? Oh no. Oh no. I would say they're presumed drowned. So during this scene, we've got 12 people present. Did Nathan Peters try to escape on a boat? I need to look at where he died. What about the previous scene? Was he in part... Oh, he wasn't in part 6. Okay. So part 6. There was only these people were present. Is that because they were in the boat? There's only 5 people present, and Nathan Peters was not one of them. He was not in this scene. Alright, hang on. So where was the previous person? He was on the deck in this scene. Okay, so how many people, which 3 people were on that boat? Because there are 3 people currently flying through the air with the greatest of ease. Or maybe greatest discomfort and terror. So who are those people on that boat? Honestly, yes. Fair enough. One thing that is quite funny here, during the winter you'll often, if the snow is particularly heavy. So in Stockholm, I've not seen this happen too often. Because Stockholm rarely gets buried by snow. I've seen that happen for a prolonged period once in my 6 years here. Or maybe like for like a really prolonged period of time. Occasionally I've seen people skiing in the streets. Like just going to work. Alright, so on the main deck. So there. Was it this one? Yes. Okay, so it was you, and presumably you as well. So you're unknown, but we do know that I believe you're drowned. You went flying into the sea and you never returned. You disappeared in... Yep, you disappeared here. Okay, so you drowned. We know that much.
You killed my brother.
Holding books.
What?
Holding books. What were you studying? You're the surgeon, but you're not the surgeon's mate. You're someone else. You're not a midshipman either. What were you doing?
That was an accident.
I think it's books. Yeah, I think it's got books. So who on the crew would have books? Oh, hang on a minute. It might be an inventory, which makes him the purser potentially. That might make him Duncan Mackay. That could be an inventory. Because he's not a surgeon. He's not the surgeon's mate. We already confirmed who that is. He's not the third mate. We already know who that is. So I think he might be the purser. He's the only other person, I think, that would have a ledger of some description. So yeah, I think he's Duncan Mackay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I think he's Duncan Mackay. Drowned by... I guess technically drowned by the ocean, but I mean drowned by the beast would be technically what happened to him. And this man, yeah, Nathan Peters also drowned. Lost. I mean, is there a lost at sea? I mean, it's presumed drowned, right? Because I mean, there was a boat, and the boat wasn't broken, but there's no lost at sea, so I guess drowned is the only appropriate one. Drowned by a beast. Yeah, I don't know if falling overboard's correct either, because he didn't fall overboard. His boat was lifted out of the air, and he fell into the ocean. So I guess technically it's overboard in some weird way, but yeah. And this man was also in that scene. I think he drowned as well. But we don't know who he is. So where does he appear? He appears in 11 memories. Oh, my nose. He disappeared in the Doom. Now, where else did he disappear, though? Oh, I'm not looking at his memories. Idiot. Mark memories. Where else? Where did you first appear? Probably during chapter 2. Oh, he's in the cargo deck. Okay. And he's, of course, one of the names here. Work your accent magic. It depends if he speaks. I don't think he speaks in this scene. He's not in this one either. He's one of the people that are lying in the beds. Now, he looks very surprised as well. Now his complexion, if he's in that scene in this thing, I believe he might be the guy I thought he was at the start, which is he's from Sierra Leone. I mean, remember, this is a very, very different time. This is the 1800s, early 1800s as well. So it's unlikely to be, unfortunately, it's unlikely to be Scottish. So I believe he's Hamada Diom. And by all means, if I'm completely ignorant there in my thinking, that is absolutely call me out on that. But I think that is correct. But hang on, we just identified 3 people, so I don't think Drowned by a Terrible Beast is correct. It might be Thrown Overboard. So let's try that. Fell overboard. Again, Drowned by a Terrible Beast. Let's try Fell overboard again. And same with this one. Alright, I'm wrong. I've got 3 people here and I'm wrong. Or he could be Mackay, maybe. So falling overboard to your death, falling overboard, and falling overboard. Listen to the dialogue. Well. Yeah, we need to listen to the dialogue again, if that's the... Oops, spirit into the Doom. Bookmark memories. So let's see, he was escaping, let's see. Here. Lies should know, don't. Alright, we'll have to listen to him. If I'm being instructed. Because actually, to be fair, I think it's only these 2 that are talking. Maybe that man isn't Donkey Mackay. Let's try that again, shall we?
Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody Dane. Huh? How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. What? That was an accident. The ropes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
He sounds vaguely American, but we've already identified the Americans. So... who the hell is he? There's a very short list of people. England, Chinese... I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'm wrong. Or rather, I can't see how I'm wrong. Nathan Peters is definitely correct. These 2, maybe it wasn't Duncan Mackay then. But then, if it wasn't Duncan Mackay, he wasn't one of the top men, he wasn't the seaman, it must be him. But he must have been quiet the entire scene. What am I missing here? What am I missing? Oh, hang on. Oh, no, wait, we confirmed the Dane. Try to get a fourth. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try and get a fourth. I think that's the only way I'm gonna know. One thing I should double check actually is where this gentleman appears. So his first memory is on the cargo deck. That doesn't help me. So he is in there, and that is one of the numbers. So that sort of helps. We'll have to try and get a fourth. We'll have to try and get a fourth one. I actually think is the end completely done? Or escape, rather. These people we don't know, they just disappeared on a boat. Likewise, these men as well. So the end I think is completely complete. Or I should just say complete there, because that would be exactly what the same, but yes, that's all done. Alright, let's see who we've got left then to go through. Well, actually, the crew. Hey, Ashcanty. Or Ashcant, maybe. The last unsolved disappearance in the Doom, the Chinatop man. Well, that's the thing, I think we have his name. We're just not sure how he died. Let's see. Bookmark. So he disappeared in the Doom. So where did he first? He's in this one, this scene here. It's the last known appearance. So yeah, we'll try that. How you doing today, Ash? How's life? How's your Sunday going? Abigail's over here. Let's try that. So let's double check. He was in that one. He is in this scene. Yep, good. Hasn't been abroad, but you're home now and it's nice. Excellent. Glad to hear you're happy to be back home. So it's not him. Not him. Where is the... That was the helmsman. Where is the Chinese guy? He's on the rigging somewhere? Is that him? Oh yeah, there he is. I'm gonna say drowned by a terrible beast. I think that's that's quite likely. Drowned by a terrible beast. There we go, we got more. That's 3 more. Gets a friendly hug. So we got Duncan Mackay. We got Wheelie. Wheelie, sorry. And we got Nathan Peters, which means the other gentleman is not correct. Alright, so maybe he's not from Sierra Leone then. So yeah, that was my ignorance. Let's go back here. So that was a good call. I didn't notice he was could have solved that earlier actually. And it also looks like my guess that he was playing cards under his bunk was also correct. So which means this gentleman is not correct. So maybe he didn't fall overboard to his death. Maybe he fell... He said he disappeared. And he was in this scene. So perhaps he actually didn't go on the ship at all. We made a couple of good guesses. 1 or 2 being like, oh, it's 50-50, let's pick this one. Nope, that was wrong. Let's pick this one. Hey, we got 3 right. So I've guessed a couple of times, but they've been educated guesses. Vaguely educated. We did see 3 people fall. Yes, that's correct. That's why I've gone back to this scene here, so I can see 1, 2, 3 falling. So that's the last known sighting of this gentleman. And if the other guys died that way, fell overboard to his death, fell overboard to his death, fell overboard to his death. So I don't know why that one wasn't confirmed. My only thinking is that I've got the wrong name. And he's not from Sierra Leone. Which means he could be English, but I mean his accent didn't sound English. So... I don't know. It's... Unless he's somewhere else on this scene. Which I don't think he is. Who's that guy? Chinese guy. I don't see where else he could have been. Oh wait, what else is he involved in? Did he do something else? Maybe he was involved in something else. I have to confirm something else. That he was involved in. He was also here. Okay, but we don't know who he is. That's fine. There's nothing else I need to confirm. Unless here. That doesn't help either. Okay. So yeah, we saw 3 people fall. And unless I've completely missed them... Oh, hang on a minute. Who are you? Oh, you've already identified you, haven't we? Yeah, we have. I do not see where he went. You know what, maybe I just didn't have to... Is anyone in the water? Or in a tentacle? I'm missing somebody being crushed by a tentacle. Apart from that guy's getting ripped in half, which is grim. Such a grim way to go. Alright, I still think those 3 people know it. I still think that's okay. His accent didn't sound English. But maybe he was. Maybe I've got the wrong name. Okay, so who have we got left? Who do we have left on the manifest? So Martin Parrott, he also disappeared. He's fine in the scene afterwards. He's running towards his wife, who disappears, but we don't know what happened to him. So Martin Parrott we could try and find. Bookmark. Not the captain's wife. The captain's wife is Abigail. We've already identified the right people involved there. His wife, we think, was Emily Jackson. There's no other Jackson on board, but he's Martin Parrott. We think he's the 3rd mate. But he's in that scene with the captain's wife, so you're correct there. But that's the last we actually see of him. There we go. Let's see. Oh, first memory. And there's no last memory, technically. So he's here in this scene. So that doesn't help us. He's here because he's on deck with everyone else. Doesn't really help us either. I think if I go to his last memory, like I say, I don't think it is his last memory technically because we haven't found a body. But he's in this scene. He's the man that's running away over here. He says, "Martin, where's the captain?" And his name is Martin. So yeah, we have no clue what happened to him. If you don't, yeah, exactly. I don't have the death memory. Exactly. I've not left the. Not left it. He's just disappeared. We have no clue. Is there a disappeared fate? No, we actually can't do anything about that. Well, let's say we know who he is. So, Henry Evans was also thrown overboard. Or sorry. Let me say it again. He wasn't thrown overboard. He's disappeared. He's unknown. Is what I meant to say. So he disappeared during Just during this whole thing. So his last known location, here. His last known location is during this whole scene here. So let's take a look at that. Let's go there. We can get some kind of clue. Probably not, I'm probably just grasping at straws here, but...
Let them go.
Alright, so I think he's on the ship here. So he's just gone. He's just away. I believe that death was correct, wasn't it? Yes. So yeah, the doctor's just there. That's the last time we see that boat. Oh. Hey, Harbour Girlfriend, hang on 2 seconds. She's home. Yeah. They got into a small tiny boat in the middle of the ocean. Yeah, we cannot confirm it though, because we don't have anything, we don't show the boat afterwards. Because the boat in part 4, where this whole thing kicks off... oh, actually, hang on. We can go... Show memories on the deck of a ship. Did he talk about going somewhere? I don't know. Let's see. Show memories on deck. So that's where he ends. So he starts here, potentially. Escape part 2. Paul, look out! Stop! No dam. Yeah. Okay, so that wasn't there. Previously, secure the holds. Shoot the damn thing. Nope. I don't believe the Doctor ever mentions it, or anyone else for that matter. There is one where they talk about going to the Canaries, but I think that is the group that it's the group I think that are sailing off with this to get the seashell. I think, or it's the group that kidnapped the Formosans. I think they're the ones that talk about going to the Canary Islands. But yeah. I think that's the only other mention of another location, other than the ship. Actually, funnily enough, there is. Let me just find an unknown. I'm sure we'll figure that out actually. But there is actually alive, and you have a whole list of things here. But yeah, there is the journey. So loose cargo, bitter cold. He disappears in the escape. So the escape is here. He could have gone to the Azores. They could have ended up in Madeira. Maybe the Canary Islands if they missed Madeira, and maybe Spain. I highly doubt they ended up in like Morocco or something like that here. So, or Cape Verde. So it's if he survived. If the 3 of them or 4 of them whatever survived, then chances are they're there. Maybe here. But yeah. The closest place where they disappeared, well, say we don't know where they went. Since this is the last known sighting. So let's try and go let's go further out in the chapter. Let's see. Just disappeared. So let's try escape part 4 and see what happened to the boat. That is the death of the postmaster. He's not the postmaster. He's the death of the what is he? Gunner's mate. If you didn't see when we started this game, Ash, we kept calling that man the postmaster because of his hat. He looked like a postman for some reason. Don't know why. That name is stuck. So yeah. You probably aim for Madeira, but if you miss that, there's still Europe and Africa. If you try for the Azores and miss, it's just Atlantic all the way to the Americas. Exactly. It's a risky direction to go. Alright, so he's got his face blown off. They all went this way. He's chucking a body overboard. And we have no boat. And it's not in the distance, it's completely gone.
Mutiny! Mutiny!
There's no boat. So we do not know where they went. They just disappeared. What happened here? Oh yeah, that's just, yeah, they didn't see how they disposed of the body. They just did. Not that guy. Let's go back. Let's take a look at just the general chapters. Let's remove that bookmark. Just get rid of it. Get back to the start. Okay, so who do we have? Who do we have at the? Still to confirm. So everything's fine here. The Chinese guys will pop out. So yeah, that's one of them. That's the first one. That's the first Chinese person to die. If there is... He's getting impatient. He has actually slain, funnily enough, I think it was after like 10 or 15 deaths or whatever. He was like, hey, there's a storm coming. Do you want to hurry up? Because we have to leave. And then I was like, okay. And then we spent another 4 hours playing the game. I don't think there is another part where he's like, maybe we should go. He just does that. If it were really you'd break down tears, most likely stranded in the middle of the ocean. You've played Subnautica. Yeah. I've watched a lot of streams of it though, and although it's not an alien planet, I'd be just as screwed. That's after you've seen all the cutscenes. Ah, okay, that's why he says it. Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, the game presumes that, oh, you've actually deduced quite a lot, but actually you've just seen all the cutscenes. So what happens if you leave? Do you get an opportunity to go back? Because I presume that you get to access the rest of it once you hand the book back. But what happens if you don't have all the information? Because I would like to get all of them. Like, that's kind of the point. The game ends. Oh, that sucks. I don't want the game to end. Okay, rewind the save file. Okay, yeah, but hang on. There's an entire chapter. So there's an entire chapter that's missing. The chapter will remain unknown until you leave the ship and return the book to me. So presumably I have to leave, hand the book back, this chapter unlocks, and then I replay it? Like it's not an epilogue thing. Who's H.E.? The person that commissioned this. I forgot what their name was. Henry Evans. Okay. Henry Evans. Who, I don't believe is on the manifest. Oh, okay. They're alive. We know that then. Alive in the United Kingdom. I completely forgot his name. That totally did not click at all. After completing each chapter, I can return the book by guarantee post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. Oh, maybe he's in Morocco then. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should put him as alive in Morocco, if that's an option. Is that an option? No, that is not an option. And even Africa. Maybe? We know he's alive, we just don't know where. That is sneaky, yeah. I think he wants to send to Morocco. Oh, he wants to return to Morocco. So let's say Africa then. Yeah, I'm with you, Slim. I think Africa would be better. But that is sneaky. That is very sneaky. Oh wait, hang on. So if he's in Africa and he's alive, he left on the ship. Does that also mean that they are alive as well? Did they I guess they made it to Africa. There we go. What the hell? So we got those three then straight away. That's amazing. Can't believe I missed that part of like the very start of the game. Actually, no. To be fair, we didn't know who Henry Evans was. It only just occurred to me to search the ship. Also, to be fair, I didn't think that just because it's been sent to Morocco doesn't mean that he's still in Morocco. But fair enough, the game accepted that. A sneaky way Morocco is on the alive list. Okay. Awesome. So we have quite a few left to get then. That's awesome. Completely did not expect that. Oops. Oh, perfect. Well, I said Morocco during potential destinations, but it's not on the list. And I was like, okay, well, yeah, I guess it's Africa then. Okay, so they're alive, and that also, I guess, because they're on the same boat. If he made it, they made it, presumably, and the game accepted that. Awesome. So we don't know what happened to Martin Parrott. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 still there. Not really sure. Yeah, I said Morocco. I remembered Morocco, I think, was on that east coast, but I wasn't quite sure how far around that part of Africa it was. I just remember it being, like, I knew it was northish Africa, but I wasn't sure what corner. On that west, like, edge of it. I think, I couldn't remember how far Morocco was over and Tunisia was beside it. I think Tunisia's beside it. But yeah. Anyway, so we've got a couple more. We've got one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left. We've got 9 left to get. These 3 Chinese guys, it's difficult. It's very difficult because at no point are they mentioned by name, and I don't know. Only one of them appeared in another chapter with his bunk bed with a number. From Sierra Leone or drowned. No, exactly. That was unfortunate. I didn't know. I don't know why that is. Just go right to the end. It was probably a much quicker way of doing this, actually. Now that I think about it. There we go. So where was he? I definitely got the wrong chapter. He was not in this chapter, was he? Nope. There we go. So the fact, if these are the only options we've got. English, Swedish, English, Chinese, Sierra Leone, or England. Those are the only options we've got left. We know he's not Swedish. We know he's not the third mate. Maybe he is English. Maybe he is English. Maybe he didn't fall overboard. Maybe he drowned. Maybe drowning would be better to put there. But I mean, the others fell overboard, and he was in that boat. So yeah, exactly. It fell work for the other 2 people. And also, we know he's not American because we've already confirmed Winston something was the other American and he was the other black guy. So we've got him, like, confirmed. So I still think that's correct. Because also, Duncan Mackay, who was Scottish, was also on that boat, and the person speaking did not have a Scottish accent. I'm very confident about that. I managed to identify the other Scots on board. If I couldn't identify that one, that'd be very, very weird. Okay. Something about it is confirmed incorrect. I know. And it most likely is his name. But maybe he's English in that case. Maybe he's English. But we need to figure out other people first. Put unknown. Yeah, I could put unknown. That would take his name off, I guess. I think he's just. Well, I'll just put unknown in general. Unknown soul. Right, okay, let's go, let's do what we were doing before, let's go back to the start and then work our way forward again. So how do we tell the difference, or how do we work out, sorry, not tell the difference, how do we work out which Chinese person has which name? This is the biggest issue. We've only got 3, a choice of 3. Maybe it's easier to find the actual Sierra Leone guy. Yeah, that could be right. Basically, it's someone who's not confirmed. So it could be this guy, but I think he's Chinese. Not this guy. Not this guy. It could well be... Well, actually, we have no idea about this guy. We have no idea how he died, either. Oh, the fuse. So, he was crying out the fuse and he died. We don't really know how he died, though. I assume he was blown up. So yeah, there's a potential for somebody else to be from there, but, I mean, the guy that said that might be from Sierra Leone, I think he speaks Chinese, so it's not him. He's in one of the cutscenes. I think he's speaking to the Formosan guard. Anyone less than 3 triangles? I think there was one of them. 3 triangles. 3 triangles. 3. Okay, I think maybe they're all 3. I think maybe one of them might be a 2. It's a 3 as well. And 3, yeah. So they're all 3 stars. Let's go to the guy who's got no information whatsoever, because that seems like the easiest one. Let's go to where he died, and the location of the corpse. We actually know nothing about this guy, but we could actually eliminate him. We've got 3 Chinese left. One guy's ES. That's the artist. Ash. That's the artist. ES. Yeah, that's a cool one. That's a sneaky one as well. I like that one. That's a sneaky one. And you actually see him. He's in a couple of scenes actually, and the way he dies is quite interesting. So yeah, where am I? It's on the gun deck. So we got 3 Chinese left. Sling. One of them was we confirmed one of them as being drowned by. Drowned by the Kraken. Pardon me. Where's the door? There we are. So Ethan on the list. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I thought at one point I had somebody that had that experience. I was wrong. Oh wait, no, hang on. We're on the gun deck. Yep, over here. Expired from old age and frozen. Yeah, some of them are really interesting. Shame we don't actually get to use them. Use all of them. Is it this guy? Or is it... Is it this guy? I think it might be... Yeah, it must be. It must be him. Sounded like he had an accent. It wasn't him. So the man I'm looking for is this guy. Is he one of the gamblers? Yes. So yeah, that's that man. So this one? Nope. It's none of these 3. Is it the dead man here? It might be this dead man's foot. So, crushed. Where's the other man? I think it might be the guy that's underneath the cannon. In which case, I think we know how he died. But, maybe not. Is there another body here? watch the first 10 minutes on YouTube, maybe you're seeing the ending now. Well, actually, Ash, what you're looking at different stages, because the way the game works is it jumps around different chapters. So, for example, when you first start the game, if you watch it on YouTube, when you first start the game, you basically look at the ending, and then as you follow the breadcrumbs of dead bodies, then it gets revealed as to what the hell happened. You've seen bits of it. Some of it is probably spoiled for you, unfortunately, but yeah. Exactly, Ash, exactly. So the game said this is the moment he died. Did he get blown up in this room? No. There's nowhere else I can go. But his body is found here. See, that's where his body is. Where's the other body? Who's this guy? How did he die? Because it's not this one, this is a different person. That's him. But this person died somehow. Did they go flying out the window? Did they... Number 45. Who's sleeping above this bunk? Oh, hey, hello. Is that where you are? No, that's one of the Russians. Okay. Where the bloody hell did the other guy go? Also, who's number 45 again? Who's number 45? So... Oh, it was one of the Russian guys. Alright. Doesn't help me at all, honestly. But... Don't know who that is. Whose bunk is this? 41, that's Whaley's. This is X, that's one of the Indian guys, I don't remember which one. Akbar? Like Abraham Akbar, I think his name was. Okay, there's nothing else here. Again, he was thrown up against the wall here, but this is where he died. So did he die Did he die on the ship above us? Except I can't go upstairs, so I can only assume he was above us. If he's not on this deck. It's more fun figuring out with more people than solo. I might get it and play with friends and family. That's not a bad idea, actually. It's not a bad idea. I think it'd be quite a good collaborative game, actually. Okay, so under the cannon here, Slyn, that's a different guy. That's this guy, Abraham Akbar. That's him. That was crushed under the cannon. I believe. If we, it's a very, that leg is not posed in the right way. Again, that's where he died. So where is this other guy? We're missing where he is. He perished in the Doom Part 4. We've seen him. We've seen him. We've seen him. We've seen him. And we've seen him. So where is this guy? Unless he's just completely obliterated by the cannon. Like we're talking like there's nothing left of him. But that doesn't seem right. There's gotta be a clue somewhere. I mean, was he also crushed under the cannon? We don't know who he is, but I mean, a technologically advanced Kraken. The sniper Kraken got the headshot on Wolf. He did. I mean, what is that outside? Is that the? What am I looking at there? That's a tentacle. So there's a tentacle outside as well, but... Oh, hello. No collision. Did not realize there was no collision there. Interesting. Is he inside a barrel? He's not inside a barrel? Okay. There's the cannonballs. Dude crushed under there. He must be above deck. He's not here in amongst this chaos. Is he outside? Somehow? I can't see him there. That's the Russian guy. Can't see anything there. Maybe this is his bunk, but there's no number on it. So... I mean, can we go upstairs? No, we can't go upstairs. So he's not here. So where the sodding hell is this guy gone? I mean, there's some chaos back here, but... I mean... Also, all the beds that are up here, we know who they are. There are no beds that are up there. Where are we on the ship? Where are we on the ship? He's not the bosun, he's not the bosun's mate. He's not a midshipman. I don't think he's a steward. He's none of the mates here either. Whenever it's been two boys before, it's been two people who died in the same way at the same time, right? Maybe? Potentially? But I mean... Let's try and find a double. A double. So they were clawed to death by... They were both clawed to death by terrible beasts, so that tracks. Any more doubles? He was spiked by terrible beast. He was also spiked by terrible beast. So far, they're both drowned. So far, that does track. That, if two people die in the scene, they die the same way. However, I don't believe that is a hard and fast rule. Where's our double? Excuse me. Fell overboard, fell overboard. Drowned, drowned, torn apart. I mean, that's technically more than that, but still. Double kill. Could be a sneaky exception. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't think it's that obvious. He is in the previous scene, so let's look at this guy then. You could well be right, though. You could well be right. He could well have been blown up here. So let's take a look at this guy. The man that says belay that spark I think is Irish, but... So he's crushed. That's a different dude. There are these two guys here. Is this the guy I'm looking for? Yes. So he is being crushed, and then he gets obliterated. So that I can only assume that he was also obliterated by the cannon. So yeah, I think he could well have been blown up as well. Now all we need to know is who the hell is he? Where else does he appear? He appears... Yeah, he appears in that one. He appears on the bow. He's in this scene as well, is he? Interesting. There are 13 others, to be fair. But interestingly, he's on this scene as well. Wolf, the gunner speaking, yeah. The guy talking sounded Germanic. The R in ready is definitely some Germanic language. Wolf was an Austrian, I think. So you could be correct. So that was the gunner. Do we have a gunner's... Yeah, Olaf was the gunner's mate, wasn't he? And that was confirmed as well. Sorry, Olus, not Olaf. Olus was confirmed. Okay, so perhaps... He's not Philip Dahl. We know who that is. I don't believe he's Davy James. So I believe he's one of these three in that case. Potentially one of these two if we do suspect the other guy as being from Sierra Leone or Leona. Wait. Sierra Leona. Is that a different place? Am I being really stupid here? Did I assume it was Sierra Leone? Which is definitely in Africa. I need a map. Is that called out here? Cape Verde. Is there no other map? Okay. This is here? No. I may have misinterpreted that. Pretty sure it's the same place. Yeah. Pretty sure. I don't know. In any case, let's go to the artist scene, where the artist died. It was later, wasn't it? Where did the artist die? There. Okay, so his body. Oh, that's right. Yes, I remember where his body was. So, Ash, if you weren't sure, yeah, the one I called it interesting. I'll show you this one. I think you'll appreciate this one. It was this direction. Nope, this way. I'm gonna let the scene play out in full. So that's how the artist died. The artist died by being crushed to death whilst he was having a poop. I dare say the squid helped him with that a little bit. In any case, right. So 13 others were present in this scene. This guy's one of them. So, let's see. Who do we have hanging up here? So we've got 57, who is unaccounted for. Also, ouch, yeah. Yep. Okay, so yeah, we've got 57, who's unaccounted for. 55, 59, yep. Okay, they're fine. So 38, 38, 39, 40. 41 is confirmed, so I can remove that one. So we only have 6 numbers there left to check. If he is in the scene, he could be 57. 56 is not one of them. Who's this guy? That's Akbar. This is how we worked out how won the Chinese men. 41. This guy. Damn it. Damn it, that's the one. That's the one we need a tag for. Lame. That's super lame. So in that case, we can rule him out then, because he's not 57. So he's not 57. Maybe he's also Chinese? I don't believe he is. He's not one of the top men. We've got a list of all the top men. So all the top men that are left are Chinese, and this guy does not appear on the rigging, I don't believe. One scene before he might be in his bed? Potentially. Potentially. Let's see, Parish and Race. There we go. Excuse me. So he was in this one. Previously, he's on the main deck when this guy gets speared. Oh, he actually is in this scene, but I think he's actually one of the ones on the ground. So again, I don't think he's a top man. If he is, then he could be Chinese. Can't. I don't think so, though. Okay. So 45 is not one of the ones we're looking for, because number 45 is Russian. So 43 and 44, not one of the numbers. 43 and 44, that's Maba and Lewis Walker, they're confirmed already. And that's Omid. 48 and 49. Oops, too far. They're also confirmed. Okay, so whoever this guy is, we know he is not 57. He is not Alexander Booth, so he could be George Shirley. I'm willing to take a guess on that. I believe he's George Shirley. Alright. So, we've now named him. Let's go remove all bookmarks. So there's a man in here who is not Chinese. Well, let's just remove that. Wait. Yes, that's right. George Shirley is 59. I need to double check that. Did I do that right? Yes, I did. So yeah, I believe that's George Shirley. So 57 is someone else. So there's another person on this boat who is Alexander Booth, who I've not identified with a name. So let's go try and find him. Where did he go? Not him. Maybe him. Where we go? Potentially him. And there was one more back here, wasn't there? Davy Jones. Oh, we actually... Oh, in the end as well. Is there anyone here? No. The second mate stab on the passengers. Oh, you'll see it. You'll see it. You'll see what happens. What happened. Where's the other guy? I'm missing someone. Who else did I not confirm? George Shirley. Oh, actually, here's a good way to do it, actually. I don't think I know how to find out. Let's go to A Bitter Cold. During this scene, who here doesn't have a name? So they all have names. You don't. You don't. You do now. Okay, so it's you three. I believe you're to the Chinese top men. Lars was the Dane, I think. Yes. Okay, so he's one of these three. One of these. This guy, or this guy. Maybe it's this guy. Maybe this guy's Alexander Booth. Potentially, he's either that or he's Hamada Diom. But he's definitely one of the two. Likewise, this guy I think might be Chinese. Because I believe he speaks in one of the memories. Oh, did I remove a bookmark there? Idiot. Where'd we go? Bookmark, there we go. So he's in this scene, so we know he has a bed there. He's in this scene here, you get stabbed here, and I believe he's this guy. So he's one of the Chinese guys. And there's no clue. And that's the last he's ever seen, really. He's actually in the next scene, but he's up on the deck and he's dead. So I think the X before the text of the dead guy talking, but yeah. I think it is, but I think it's the only person that's confirmed dead, I think. I don't know how they differentiate two people in the scene that are talking, so if he isn't, then he's not this guy here who's in the picture. Let's see. Let's go back to the manifest. So who do we have here? So I believe that's George Shirley or Alexander Booth. In fact, no, we know it's not Alexander Booth. Because 57 was sleeping in his bunk. So yeah, let's name him. And he fell overboard. I believe that to be true. Let's call him... Who's the guy that's missing here? Was it this gentleman? No, that's Lars. I think we're just going to try and guess the three. This is the man that was electrocuted, maybe? We have 4 people we think are Chinese, only 3 Chinese roles assigned. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of weird. This guy, actually, what about this guy? We could try and... I think he was David James because he was standing by the 4th mate. But I actually don't know where he disappeared to. So he disappeared in Escape. I think he was on the boat. What happened to the 4th mate as well? Where did the 4th mate go? He was clubbed to death by Henry Brennan. Maybe we'll try and find out where he was. So where was he actually physically last seen? I think he was one of the ones on the ropes. Let's leave this place. I've gone the wrong way. Maybe we'll try and get rid of that guy. Like, eliminate him from our list. Which means I have to go upstairs. And over here. So I think he was on... Was it this body? Yeah. I'll skip past that part. So I think that's him, right?
Let them go.
Yes. He's shooting there, so presumably he's climbing back on board. While in the next scene... In the next scene, his boss... Wait, who's this guy? No, in the next scene, his boss is coming down here. Who's this one? That's that guy. How about this one? That's the 1st mate. So where's the 4th mate in this? That's the captain. Yep. Was that the 4th mate? No, the 4th mate we already know is down. Okay, so yeah, he died. He was torn apart. He was killed with a sword. We saw him get stabbed physically. Then he got shot. He was killed by John Davies, the 4th mate. Then the 4th mate was clubbed. So what happened to him? Is this where I am right now? Watch him getting shot? Yes. So this is the last known sighting of him. So if I go one further ahead, and he is nowhere to be seen, then that must mean he's gone. He went with them to Africa in that case. Let's say alive in Africa. Okay, so I've still got quite a few wrong, because I think I've managed to name a few. Is going up or going down? I don't know. If he was going up, then he'd be in the next scene. So I think he went down, because he is not in the next scene. The boat is gone in the next scene. During the Postmaster's one, so we can double check that. But I'm fairly confident he's not there anymore. It makes sense, right? Yeah, it makes sense. Like by the rules of the game, if his body was actually there, he'd be in that scene. Postmaster, or actually you're the gunner's mate, but whatever. Alright, your face is blown off there. That's the confirming. That's the fourth mate. So they're all coming back from here. And yeah, so he's chucking away that body, and the other guy is nowhere to be seen. Yeah, it probably didn't hurt. Probably didn't hurt. We can actually leave this scene, I think. So I don't think I have to confirm anything else. Crew. Okay, so what happened to Philip Dahl? I forgot all about him. If that's George Shirley and Amadou? Yeah, whatever. We've got him. We've got those two written in. And the fourth mate's guy we've got written in as well, so somebody's wrong. It more than likely is this guy. Is he also in... Is he also in number 2? Where is he? Orlop Deck. He is in part 2. Is... Yeah, 55 was in there as well. Damn it. The captain looks like he's given up. A little bit. Okay. Let's try and figure out what happened to Philip Dahl. We have no clue what happened to him. Let's try and figure out what happened to him. So his first memory, he appears on Edward Nichols' second was shot. Yeah, okay, so that he must be on the ship in that case. So let's go to that memory there. Where's the door out of this? Oh, it's downstairs. Excuse me, sir. I need to go upstairs. So was it here? Over there. This is the guy. It's that guy there, I think. Oh no. Oh, that's right. It's Edward Nichols. This guy. Can't see him as the third mate. Yeah. So I'm down here. So I think.
Wait! Don't shoot! I have treasure! I yield!
Yeah, we know that. What's happening here? Those are mermaids. That's Mrs. Lim. That's Bang. That's another mermaid. So there's this guy here. That's the fourth mate. We know who that guy is that shot him. I think that's the only other guy. It's the other guy we're looking for, isn't it? There's no one else here. Like in this scene. So there's him in the window, he gets shot. He's the one doing the shooting, and he's also on the deck. So that doesn't really help us a whole lot. His next one is when the chef is struck, which doesn't help us at all either. And his last one is here, where John Naples dies. But he was imprisoned in that case. He was imprisoned. He must be in the lazarette then. Whatever happened in the lazarette. Because he was taken away. So we know what happened there. Actually, where's his picture? Does he have a picture in the game? I don't think he does. I think we just have to guess. I don't know if imprisoned is one of the options here. Because we don't know what happened in the lazarette. So unknown kind of makes sense. Yeah, we can't pick. Can't pick what happened to him. We don't see his last memory, so we have no idea. We just know who he is. We think he's alive in Africa. We think that's George Shirley, but which means I'm missing a man. Somebody's name is not showing up. Did I miss someone else here? Passenger, Surge's mate. No. He was Claude. Who am I missing here that doesn't have a name? I don't think I am missing anyone in that picture. Let's try this one. There's a lot more men here. So we got these three here. This man here. Yes. That's that man. There is someone here who does not have a name, and I do not know where they are. I mean, it could be one of these guys, but interesting. Very interesting. We don't know what happened to any of them. I'm honestly a little bit stuck. So you tried to shave, yeah. You tried to cut somebody's leg off. Oh, maybe we'll go back to see. Maybe the captain mentioned something else. Let's go back to... Where was he? This scene, what did he say? Keep pressure, hold him down. What man says, 20 years my steward, I've never doubted your sanity. Explain yourself. Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses. Adorer, you fools. All's fine, John. Been in worse spots. There was the rest of his leg. Yeah. So we just know he's Swedish. It just says tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things, and we don't have that chapter. We're missing the lazarette. I suspect he is the one that's circled in the lazarette, which we can't do until we get back with the book. Okay, so if the three we've got here highlighted are wrong, and there's a chance that they are wrong, let's switch his name and make him Alexander Booth instead. Let's make him... Oh, I can't do it here. God damn it. Nope. There we are. So let's make him Alexander Booth. Hey, there we go. Had the wrong name. 3 more fates. Correct. So that is indeed Davy James, the 4th mate steward. That is Alexander Booth, and my ignorance thought he was from Sierra Leone, so now I look like a racist. Fantastic. Overall, a good day. So we got a few more confirmed there. You can find him for sure during the poop scene. Oh, maybe. Still no intel on the Sierra Leone guy. Exactly. Alright, so who do we have that's still wrong then? Or if anyone, who do we have that's unconfirmed? So this guy, no idea. Number 55. Actually, so now we've got 59 and 57 confirmed. So that's 1 there. And then there's the 3 Chinese men. Philip Dahl and Martin Perrott. I'm convinced I've got those names correct, but we don't know what happened to them. So the 3 Chinese men are the only 3 names I think that we don't have someone for. So yeah, we're pretty damn close. We're pretty damn close. Now, aside from guessing, because I think we know what happens to them all, if I'm not mistaken. Let's try it. This guy we know is electrocuted, so we know that much. This guy was speared by a beast, so we know that much as well. And this guy we already is confirmed. And this guy is clawed. This guy doesn't have a name either. I thought he spoke Chinese, but it could be the guy that was beside him. But I wasn't sure, actually. He might be Guillaume. So this guy needs a name. So we know how they all died. We just need to put a name to them. So I'm going to guess. It's not very scientific. There probably is a way to work it out that I just do not know. But I'm gonna guess. So let's call this one Lee. There we go. Nailed it. 2 more fates correct. So that's Lee. The top man was electrocuted. And that is indeed Amadou Diom. There's 2 more. Shame people's final words aren't something like gasp and you insert a name just to kill me. 1 or 2 of them are like that, Ash. 1 or 2 of them are like that. There are 1 or 2 deaths where like, hey, you. Or, oh my god, they killed this person. You know. You bastards. Alright, so we've only got a couple more to name. And then the ship's manifest is complete. So let's show me the picture. This guy. Speared by an unknown beast. Is it this one? Is he Li Hong? And if so, does that make this one Ji Zhang? Yes, it does. All currently solvable fates are complete. Excellent, which means we can now leave the ship. Alright, so, I mean, to be fair, the game does say, through process of elimination, you may have to do that. There's nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn. Confirmed. Awesome. GG, everyone. GG. Alright, let's leave this. We'll go back and hand the book. That was process of elimination. If it wasn't correct, I'd swap it round. And I'd eliminate the answers. The people from the manifest. So I believe it's this way, right? Yeah. Let's leave the Obra Dinn and see what happens next. I actually wasn't expecting to potentially finish this early.
We should go. Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back.
So I have no game plan for next. So we need to try and solve the other murders that that are still.
Sit down so you don't fall out.
Okay. After the ending? Okay. I bet it's in like chapter 8. It just blatantly tells you who they are. That was pretty cool. Oh, 1 week later. Here we go. The Honourable East India Company Insurance Assessment for the Good Ship Obra Dinn, victims of calamitous events at sea. Prepared by the Company of Investigation. Company Office, sorry. Ship damaged in the squall, Atlantic. Sunken storm, Falmouth. Payout claim £20,000. The cargo to the company. All cargo lost, payout claimed £5,000. Cargo, the Crown, all cargo lost, payout claimed for restitution £3,000. This is all the... Okay. So this is where all their belongings go to, I guess. Murder of crewmate. Estate forfeited to the crown. Attempted mutiny. Estate fined £25. And bear in mind, this is like the very early 1800s. £25 was a huge amount. Edward Nichols. Attempted mutiny. Murder of a crewmate. Theft of cargo. Estimated fine £100. Oh. I like how attempted mutiny is only 25 quid. But still. Martin Perrott. Unknown. Findings of merit. Extraordinary valour. Exceptional performance of duties. Estate awarded outstanding wages and reward £90. John Davies. Murder of a crewmate. Fined £15. Alfred Klestel. Exceptional performance of duties. Estate awarded outstanding wages and reward £70. Charles Minor. Murder of a crewmate. Estate unknown. Expense claimed £15. So this is basically just going through all their claims, what's happened to them, and all the fines and stuff they've got. Let's skip through a little bit. Electrocuted finds and merits. Exceptional performance of duties. Claude. Estate awarded. And Li Hong was fined, unfortunately for him. The murder was accidental. Oh, which one was that, Slyn? And the last one. Preliminary draft of this assessment. Oh, Charlie, yeah, that's true. Preliminary draft of this assessment has been approved by the Royal Trade Guarantor. Total claimed £29,285. On behalf of the Honourable East India Company, I certify all statements as accurate and declare this matter closed in its entirety. Don't know what that says. Is that anyone on the ship? The pocket watch remains in your possession. The book returns to the original owner, Henry Evans, in Morocco, as requested. Oh, the French guy shot through the wall. Yes, that was accidental. That's true, that's unfair. Should be accidental death. It would be amazing. 1 year later. Ooh, hello, okay. Hello? This feels like it's
Oh, goodness. What a nice thing. You know, you should be out in it then. Right, well, get yourself home then. And tell Martha I said hello. Can you believe it? A package at this hour.
okay. Who sent me a package?
The thing smells just dreadful.
Please don't be a seashell.
Don't open it inside.
Is it Sir Strumming from the Swede?
I'll be turning in now. Tea's in the kitchen if you need.
Alright. What's this package? It's a lot of wrapping paper, apparently. It would revolutionise a lot of professions. Chief Inspector, I write to you with the unfortunate news that Dr. Evans has passed away. He succumbed to his illness shortly after receiving your package. He was very pleased with your correspondence and asked that his gratitude be expressed by returning the book to you, along with the means to complete it. As for the three of us that remain, the Obra Dinn is a distant memory and a dreadful chapter in our lives that we wish to forget. Do not write back. Regards, Jane Bird. I guess maybe she's no longer Miss Jane Bird. What's this? Maybe she's dropped the miss part. Okay, what is this? Oh, is it a hand? It's a hand. Okay, what else do we have? That's the letter. Okay. And we've also got the book. I like the dust that appears at the side. This tale belongs to you now. Please finish it. Alright. I guess now we can do chapter 8. Let's take a look, shall we?
There you are. Collect your things. Where's the key? To that door. Gone. Damn. There's no time. We need to go. Right. Here you go. What are you up to? Nothing.
Wow. So that's the Scottish guy, right? No, that's Henry Evans. Henry Evans killed a man. Nope. He killed a monkey? Why did you kill the monkey? What's wrong with you? So this guy was clearly spiked. Oh, that's Prescott. He was stabbed by, I'm gonna assume it was a beast. Oh, was one of these things in there? Oh, okay. So he was stabbed by a beast. Who's that? You kill a monkey so you can keep the paw, and thus a means to go there via the pocket watch. Ah. Maybe, Ash. You could be correct there. So now we've unlocked chapter 8, which was locked the whole time. With a monkey paw, very Indiana Jones. In the lazarette. So, a friendly but not entirely pleasant monkey companion was sacrificed in the pursuit of knowledge. Oh, poor monkey. Alright. Speaking of, we know, let's see, two others present. Henry Evans shot a man. His first mate was there as well, but I kind of want to see... That's it, okay. Let's close that. Alright, so while we're here, Henry Evans shot the monkey. It looks like Nathan Prescott, sorry, Martin Parrott. It looks like he was killed by a beast.
A third shell. Captain didn't toss them all. Leave it. Help me lift this.
A third shell? There was more than one?
Stop! Why? Well, set you free. Give it the shell. Here. Do it. Hoist it out. To the main deck. Throw it over. Lock the door when you leave.
Get the tail, boy.
There's a lot of talk in this one.
In return, the ship. The Obra Dinn. See it home.
Alright. Ah, the mermaid got her precious shell. Is that the... Who's that? It's one of the stewards. That's the other steward. Wait a second. Wait a second. You left on the boat. Oh, this is chapter 8, of course. This is below that. Before that. One idiot. Alright, so now we know how Martin Parrott died. Bargain? There we go. Can I not pick and choose who the corpses, how to... I guess I can do it afterwards. I forgot, it's been so long since we've actually gone through the find body murder process that I've forgotten when you can actually assign these things. So there's the body. How are they supposed to get up? I have no idea. That is a fair point. That's a fair point. So he was spiked by a terrible beast. We know that much. Alright. So we know what happened to you. What? I guess... Is that the Swede? That is the Swede. The Let's figure out what happened to him. Oh. 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 What happened there?
I'll kill every last one of you monsters. Withdraw the Kraken, or I will kill you all!
Release the Kraken. Alright. That was the captain, right? Yeah. So what happened to you? Oh, he's got a shell. Did he die by holding it? You know what? I'm not entirely sure what happened to him. Was he stabbed with the shell? I just don't know. Or did one of these things kill it? Was he missing an arm? I wasn't sure. I couldn't tell, actually. So perhaps he was torn apart. If that's the case. Captured Beast fought against the jailer and was speared for the trouble. So yeah, if... Yeah, I guess he is missing an arm, actually. Yeah, I guess so. There we are.
Call it off, damn you! This is your Kraken! You brought it here! Send it back!
Alright. So you're still dead. Are we actually going to figure out when this guy died? I guess we're slowly making our way backwards. Picked up the shell, I guess. He attacks this one, then attacks this one, and then they release one of them? But yeah, he does look like he's missing an arm there. He may well have been torn apart by a beast. Oh, actually, he's handcuffed there. Oh, that's right. He was kept in the lazarette after he attacked his other crewmate. We see with the fatal bullets. Part 2, Part 3. So I guess he's Part 1. Yeah, he'll be Part 1. All right. So next. Is it finally your turn? There's nothing else here, is there? Oh, it's the shell. It's the shell we're looking at. And his body.
What's this? Quicksilver.
Okay. Oh, his arm burned off. Or did it burn or did it freeze? His whole arm is encased there, so... Is Quicksilver hot or cold? Because potentially he froze to death. We actually might have a frozen to death. But I mean, everyone else... I think everyone else associated with that burned. Is room temperature? Ah, well, there goes my theory there. There goes my theory. So yeah, I think he burned. I think he burned to death. There we go. Nailed it. If it was Quicksilver, he wouldn't have died. Yeah. All fates correct. So Philip Dahl burned to death. And Martin Parrott was spiked by a terrible beast. Obra Dinn. Nice. Nice. Nailed it. You know, I didn't really have a game set up in mind to play after I finished this because I didn't think it would. I thought it would take longer. So what I think I might do, I think I might switch to the Switch. I've got a couple of games on the go with the Switch. So I can let you guys choose if you like. I've been playing through Mr. Shifty, which it's this action game. You can shift through walls and punch things. It's kind of like Hotline Miami in a way, but not as gruesome. Or we've got The Messenger, which is a bit more of like a 16-bit / 8-bit style. At this point in the game, a Metroidvania type of game. So, what sort of thing would you guys be interested in watching? Oh, I made it for his dad. That's awesome. Yeah. Overall, I really enjoyed this game. It was very cool. I hope he makes another one. I hope he makes another one there. No worries, Slim. No worries, dude. I know I've never played Papers, Please, but I know obviously there's a bit of logic in that as well. But this was really cool. I hope he makes more games like this. This is very cool. Character voice acting. I thought actually, is there really a... I was gonna say, yeah, is there really one person for each thing? But no, there's not. Who did all the Scottish guys? Why have I never played Papers, Please? Mainly because it didn't seem like it had much of an end. Like, can you play through a story? Because I thought it was more of a challenge. Like, you just try and... It's like a roguelike in that way. You just try and get as far as you can. You couldn't actually complete it, I don't think, right? It's got 20 different endings, okay. I guess the 20 different endings are based on how well you do. But yeah, I've never played Papers, Please. It looked really fun, but like I say, I prefer either like a story and characters, and this had a really good story. So main game mode is like a challenge only. That's a special game mode. Ah, okay. And the ending depends on your choices throughout. Okay. But you can fail the story though, right? I guess failing the story would be one of the endings, I guess. Some endings are better than others, alright. Let's see, can I skip through this? Yes, okay, so that was Return of the Obra Dinn.